Cow and Goat. The story begins in a quiet green village. Children laugh as they play near the fields, but the camera slowly moves to a lonely goat standing by a fence. The goat has big, curious eyes, but sadness rests inside them. Nearby, a gentle brown cow is tied under a tree. Her eyes are calm, but they carry a story of patience. The villagers see the cow as strong and useful, but they think the goat is stubborn and troublesome. This difference makes the goat feel unwanted. Suddenly, a thunderstorm rises in the distance. Heavy clouds roll across the sky. The villagers rush to protect their homes. In the middle of all the noise, the goat tries to break free from the fence. Lightning cracks. The cow pulls on her rope, almost as if she wants to protect the goat. This moment, where danger meets kindness, begins the bond between the cow and the goat. Building conflict as the rain pours, the goat finally breaks free, but slips into the muddy ground. The cow, with her calm strength, leans forward and shields the goat with her large body from the heavy rain. A small boy, Arjun, watches from the window of his house. He notices how the cow protects the goat even when no one else cares. This image stays in his heart. The storm grows worse. Trees fall. Water rushes across the road. The goat, trembling, presses closer to the cow. But then an old wooden shed nearby begins to break under the storm. Inside that shed is food storage for the villagers. If the shed collapses, the grain will be lost and the village will suffer. The cow looks at the shed. The goat looks at it too. Both animals step forward, almost as if they understand their duty. Emotional depth, the goat squeezes through a broken part of the fence and runs toward the shed. The villagers shout from their homes, thinking the goat is only causing trouble. But the truth is different. The goat uses her sharp horns to push against the fallen wood, trying to hold it. The cow pulls hard against her rope until it finally snaps. She walks slowly, her body strong against the storm. Together, cow and goat press against the broken wall of the shed, holding it until the storm softens. Arjun runs out into the rain. He sees their struggle and cries out, "They are saving us!" But the other villagers do not believe him yet. Twist when the storm ends, the villagers come outside. They see the shed still standing. They also see the cow and goat exhausted, their bodies covered in mud. For the first time, the villagers realize the goat is not trouble. She is brave. She is loyal. But instead of celebration, a new problem begins. Some villagers say the animals must be separated because the goat is wild and will spoil the cow's its calm nature. This decision creates the true conflict. Will kindness and loyalty be stronger than prejudice and fear? Cow and goat. The morning after the storm, the village is calm. The cow grazes near the fields while the goat playfully jumps around her. Their bond looks natural, but whispers begin among the villagers. Some villagers admire them. They say, "The cow and goat saved our food." Others shake their heads. "The goat is reckless. She will bring danger again." This division in the village creates a quiet tension, and the animals feel it too. Suddenly, a group of children gather near the fields. They try to feed the goat, but older villagers stop them. "Stay away, goats are trouble," they warn. The goat lowers her head, confused and hurt. The cow gently nudges her as if saying, "Do not lose hope." Rising conflict. 1 week later, a problem arrives. A wild dog sneaks into the village at night. It searches for food and scares the chickens. The goat is the first to notice. Instead of running away, she calls out with loud cries, waking the cow. Together they rush toward the chicken pen. The dog growls, its teeth sharp. The cow stamps her hooves firmly. The goat charges bravely. Side by side, they chase the dog away. The next morning, the villagers see what happened. The chickens are safe. But instead of gratitude, some say, "The goat caused this fight. She is dangerous. What if she hurts the children next?" The cow stays close to her friend, protecting her with calm presence. The goat's eyes fill with sadness. Emotional depth, Arjun, the young boy, speaks up. "You are all wrong. The goat is loyal. She is our guardian. But his small voice is lost in the crowd of doubtful villagers. Later, when everyone leaves, Arjun visits the cow and goat. He brings them water and fresh grass. Kneeling beside them, he whispers, "I will not leave you. I know the truth." The goat licks his hand, and the cow lowers her head gently to him. In that quiet moment, a secret friendship forms between the boy, the cow, and the goat. Unexpected twist, but fate has another test. The river near the village begins to dry, the crops wither, the people fear hunger. Some villagers blame the goat again. "She is cursed," they say. "Ever since she came close to the cow, troubles follow." The village elders decide the goat must be taken away into the forest. When Arjun hears this, he runs home crying. The cow senses his pain. That night, under the moonlight, the cow and goat rest close together, their bond stronger than ever. But the decision has been made. At sunrise, men will come to take the goat away. Cow and goat. The morning sun rises over the quiet village. Villagers gather near the cow's tree. Ropes and sticks are in their hands. They have come for the goat. The goat trembles, standing close to the cow. The cow lowers her head, her eyes filled with calm determination. She will not let her friend be taken. Arjun runs into the crowd. His voice shakes, but his heart is strong. "Stop! The goat saved us during the storm. The goat saved our chickens. Why can you not see her loyalty?" The villagers do not listen. One man throws a rope toward the goat. But at that moment, something unexpected happens. Rising conflict, a loud cry comes from the edge of the fields. Everyone turns. A small child has fallen into the riverbank ditch, where the earth has broken after the storm. The water is rushing in fast. Panic spreads. The parents scream. The villagers freeze, unsure of what to do. Before anyone moves, the goat bolts forward. She leaps across the mud, climbs down, and reaches the crying child. Her horns hook gently under the child's clothes, holding him steady against the water. The cow follows, strong and fearless. She steps into the ditch, using her large body to block the flow of water, giving the goat space to pull the child upward. Arjun rushes forward and helps. Together, they bring the child to safety. The crowd falls silent. Emotional depth. The villagers see the truth with their own eyes. The goat, the one they doubted, is brave and loyal. The cow, steady and patient, protects without fear. Together, they are stronger than anyone imagined. The child's mother kneels, tears in her eyes. She strokes the goat gently. "Forgive us," she whispers. "You are not trouble. You are family." One by one, the villagers step forward. They untie the rope they had brought. Instead of leading the goat away, they bring her fresh leaves and water. The cow and goat stand side by side, their bond shining like sunlight after rain. Unexpected weeks pass, and the river flows again. The crops begin to grow. This time, the villagers see every harvest as a blessing shared by both animals. Children laugh as they play around the cow and goat. They decorate their horns with flowers during festivals. And when strangers pass through the village, they hear a story. Here lives a cow and a goat who showed us the meaning of loyalty, kindness, and respect. Closing resolution. As the sun sets, Arjun sits between the cow and the goat. He strokes their heads softly. "You are more than animals to me," he says. "You are my teachers." The cow closes her eyes peacefully. The goat rests her head against the boy's shoulder. The bond between them is unbreakable.